their second timeout here of the fourth quarter, and they'll have one remaining.
And it looks like right now, after that play was broken up, San Francisco's just trying to get some agitation going on, maybe disrupting any ball carrier from the Mounties, whoever it may be, whether it be Tolbert, Vons, or Allo, and really just trying to frustrate them from now on. That's their only, aside from tackling them, wrapping them up, you kind of want to get in their heads, and right now, the Rams utilizing any tool or weapon they can do against the Mounties.
Yeah, and although this one's still far from over, 3:46 left and just a 10-point lead for the Mounties. As unimpressive as the Mounties have played, really, let's be blunt here. This is not the most impressive performance by any means that the Mounties have had. And sure, it probably has a thing or two to do with the opponent they're playing, perhaps the best team they've seen all season long in CCSF, but it's remarkable that the Mounties still able to hold a double-digit lead here late in the fourth against a very good CCSF opponent, and the Mounties really haven't even played anywhere close to their best game of the season.
Offensively, it's a little bit off, but the crazy part is we mentioned that it hasn't been their very best game. 353 yards of total offense after 3 quarters, and they've allowed under 200 on the defensive side.
Out of the timeout, 3rd and 4 for the Mounties. A 2-back set, 3-wide set. Gilchrist, the lone receiver to the far side of the field. The snap is back. Allo to keep. Gets right around that first down marker. He's going to be about a yard short, will Justin Allo. And now some more extracurricular activity after the play between the two lines. Justin Allo a hair short of the first down at his own 49-yard line. And CCSF will burn their final timeout with 3:37 left to go. A 27-17 lead for the Mounties. Do you punt it away here? Do you dare punt it away here? Do you trust your offense to pick you up a half yard and seal a state championship?
This is a crucial play call, whatever it is. They're at the 48-yard line, their own 48-yard line. They have a half yard to go for the first down with 3:37 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
I'll tell you, our cameraman Ryan Chenoweth is telling the Mounties to go for it, and when you take everything into consideration, I got to agree with him. You got CCSF's third-string quarterback in the game. There's 3:37 left to go. If you're the Rams, you're chasing 10 points.
Yeah.
Even if you don't get it here for the Mounties, you force a team with their third-string quarterback to drive into the end zone not one, but potentially 2 times, at the very least, getting field goal range.
Well, it looks like Coach Jabs is sending out Christian Fulham.
Interesting.
Get rid of it.
Very interesting.
But to give you an answer for me, yes, I would have absolutely gone for it. But
Jastrab, he knows more than we do.
Yeah, I would say he does.
Jeremiah Boyd will drop back to get the punt from Christian Fulham. We've already seen one fake out of the Mounties so far this afternoon. The snap is back. Fulham will boot it away. Boyd won't be able to return it as it takes a Mountie hop inside the 25, and it'll roll down to the 23. And the clock will stop at 3:27 left to go in the fourth. The Rams chasing 10 points. With the Mounties 3:27 away from a state championship.
Looks like Te'o. Oh, no, it is Peralta.
It's Peralta back out there after he was shaken up on the last offensive series for the Rams. It's do or die for CCSF. 4 wide set, dual line to each side. It'll be Dale catching it out of the backfield, gets across the 30-yard line, across the 35, an 11-yard pickup to move the chains for the Rams, who are not dead yet.
Plenty of time. They still have. Did they burn their third? Or
yeah, they have no timeouts left.
Okay.
So if you're CCSF, if you score here, field goal or touchdown, you got to recover an onside kick, then go score again. An uphill battle for the Rams as the pass will be incomplete here to the far side of the field. Hikutini, the intended target, the tight end, former Sacramento State product. 2nd and 10 with 3:11 left to go.
He might have lost that ball in the sun. He was looking back, and the ball was already thrown, and it nearly was already touching the field for an incomplete pass by Peralta, but he was looking back as if to say he was waiting for that pass. It was already down in the dirt. Might have lost it in the sun.
2nd and 10. CCSF from their own 36. They trail by 10 with 3:11 left to go. The snap is back. Peralta, he'll roll near side of the field. He'll throw incomplete off the hands of Antoine Porter to the near side of the field. You got to make that catch if you're Porter. Instead, it's 3rd and 10 with 3:06 left.
You know, I always like to mention body language that I see on the field. And the body language right now, after that Porter dropped that pass from Peralta, he wasn't really upset. He kind of just dropped it and kind of just walked back lazily to the huddle. Doesn't look like he was really upset and he wanted to catch that ball. He was that upset.
Well, the Mounties have led throughout the second half. 3rd and 10. Peralta going to step up and run. Gets across the 40-yard line and will dive down about a yard short of the first down marker. The clock will keep on running. CCSF out of timeouts, and there is an injured Mountie down right where Peralta was taken down. It was Parham who is now able to come to his feet. Was a little shaken up. 3rd and short here coming up for CCSF. Under 2:40 left to play. Peralta, he'll come under center. He'll keep it himself, and he'll pick up a first down for the Rams to the 49-yard line. So CSF able to move it to midfield.
Well, he knew exactly what the play call was. He looked over to the sideline on a 4th and 1 and got the first down.
All right at midfield, 1st and 10 for the Rams. Peralta, he'll roll right. Now he'll roll to the near side of the field left. He'll throw on the run, has his man inside the 35 and all the way down to the 31. It's Maurice McSwain with the reception to move the chains once again for the Rams. 2:19 left to go. And if you're CCSF here, when you get in field goal range, I'd kick the field goal, then go think about an onside kick and a touchdown.
Well, I think that would be harder to do if you kick a field goal now and then try and get a touchdown later. Maybe take a few shots towards the end zone, and then come back and kick a possible field goal.
And with 2:11 left to go, Coach Jastrab will burn a timeout. He has one left. Will stop the clock. 1st and 10 for the Rams out of the timeout at their own at the Mountie 31-yard line. It's going to take quite the miracle here for CCSF to come on back, but they've moved down the field pretty quickly here on this Mountie defense, something we've only seen once so far in this afternoon's ball game.
Well, anxious moments here at Homer Lodge as I look around down at the crowd, and we have the coordinators right next to us here from Mount SAC, and we're all eagerly anticipating the 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. After 2 consecutive first downs, Peralta rushes for one, finds a nice pocket, and it gets another first down after that completed pass. And they got things rolling here against the Mountie defense. And right now, the Mounties defense has been nothing but phenomenal all game long here at home in the state championship. Let's see if they can close this out with 2:11 left here in the game.
So the Mounties have 1 timeout left. CCSF, they are out of timeouts. George rushed, burned all 3 on defense the last Mountie offensive drive. 27-17, the Rams of CCSF trail the Mounties on the road. 2:11 left in regulation. Peralta going to drop back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run, gets down inside the 30 before he's absolutely blasted down at the 29 by a couple of Mounties, including Magalay and Sidi Tama Avena. Just a pickup of 2 to the 29, and there is a penalty marker down in the backfield. A hold against CCSF. We'll back them up 10 yards. Wipe out that 2-yard run for Jeremiah Peralta.
That was Ananua Poleo, the defensive tackle that was going after Peralta, and San Francisco had no other option but to hold him. Otherwise, he would have tackled Peralta for a big loss.
1st and 20 for the Rams, under 2 minutes left to go. 27-17, the Mounties lead. 4 wide set, 3 aligned to the far side of the field. Peralta going to jump off a screen pass intended for Elijah Dale out of the backfield. It falls to the turf incomplete. 2nd and 20.
And I'm reading the body language again, Chris. The defense of Mount SAC is pumping their fists and they can taste it. The San Francisco Rams on the offensive end, they're kind of just incomplete pass. Let's get back to a huddle. There's no urgency there.
It's unfortunate to see that CCSF, as 11-1 this year up north, unable to participate with their starter.
Yeah,
in the state championship game. It's really hurt him. Peralta, a decent quarterback, but he's probably nowhere near the level of Anthony Rodriguez, the starter. On a 2nd and 20, Peralta going to step up and run, and Aloisi will bring him down in the backfield for a loss of 1, and Peralta's hurt once again.
Oh, my God. That was probably the biggest hit of the game. As far as impact, And Peralta is barely getting up right now.
Yeah, Peralta, he's taking a beating today.
Absolutely. And you kind of look down at him, and now he's getting into Mount SAC's face as if, why even start anything right now?
I wouldn't start anything with Aloisi.
No. Obviously, there's a lot of frustration in that young man's mind right now, and unfortunately for him, he's just getting beat up and battered. And the coach right now is just, I see Burns on the field right now, or Rush, excuse me, and he's taking his time with 1:29 left. That clock should be rolling, but now the officials letting us know after Rush was on the field, I believe that was Rush on the field, and it kind of halted everything.
Well, an injury timeout stopped the clock momentarily, but now it'll run under 1.5 minutes left. Te'o, the third stringer, back in there on a 3rd and 20. Te'o going to air it out deep, take a shot towards the end zone, and the pass is picked off. Joseph Bryant with his second interception of the game, and that'll pretty much do it. The Mounties with 1:11 left, up by 10, are going to get the football back.
And that's what they've done, and they proved, and it wasn't Peralta who floated that ball up. It was Te'o that floated that ball up, and I was mentioning throughout the game, they continue to float that ball up in the air. It's going to prove costly, and with 1:11 left, Mount SAC Dogs are going to be back on top after winning the state championship. They'll run this clock out.
All the Mounties have to do is take 2-3 knees, and they can celebrate as the 2014 California state champions. The Mounties throw their CCSF throws their third pick of the afternoon. Joseph Bryant second. You just can't turn over the ball 4 times in a championship game on the road and expect to come out on top.
Not against this defense. Seriously, it's hard enough when you do it against other opponents, but not the third-ranked defense in the state. Albeit San Francisco was the first-ranked defense in the state, but you do, like you said, you turn the ball over 4 times against any opponent, it's difficult. You do it against this Mount SAC defense, it's pretty much a death sentence.
Well, just like in 2010, the Mounties here at Hilmer Lodge Stadium will take down CCSF. 27-17 will be the final after Justin Allo takes one more knee. For Coach Jastrab, in a year where the Mounties suffered some tough losses in conference play to Riverside and Long Beach in the regular season. Coach Jastrab was the first junior college head coach to 100 wins in his first 10 years, and now he captures state title number 3 in his 10th season as the head man here at Mount San Antonio College.
It's nothing short of phenomenal what Coach Jabs and his staff has done all season long with this Mount San Antonio College team at the pinnacle of California State Championship, and it is officially over as Mount SAC will celebrate their 4th state title here at home.
The Mounties will celebrate on the field. They have done it for the 4th time in school history. The Mount San Antonio College Mounties are California state champions.
What a game it was by this defense. You mentioned, Chris, that their offense didn't look as fluid as they have all season long. Their defense just did really everything in their power to make sure Peralta
CCSF, they proved just about everybody wrong.